His one-season European pit stop lasted 25 years, but now that helps back in the Western Hockey League, Manny Viveiros is picking up right where he left off. Success seems to follow the St. Albert product wherever he goes, and it's happening again right now. The former WHL Player of the Year is the current WHL Coach of the Year in a campaign that has his Swift Current Broncos one series win away from the Memorial Cup. The playoffs have been an epic battle, culminating in their ongoing Echin-Oath Cup final with the Everett Silvertips. The Broncos went 7 games and 6 games to reach the final, playing a triple overtime, a double overtime and 3 single overtimes along the way. "We've seen it all in terms of the adversity you have to face in the playoffs," said the 52-year-old, who's been on a hockey team in one capacity or another for all of his adult life. "What I've liked about our group is that as we get deeper in a series, we've gotten better and better. We're hoping that we're trending in that direction here, too." Swift Current Broncos head coach Manny Viveiros during a playoff game against the Regina Pats at the Brandt Center on April 6, 2017. Michael Bell, Regina leader, post this isn't the first time Viveiros has turned heads in the WHL. He was a dynamic, puck-moving defenseman in his day, putting up a staggering 289 points in his final threes with the Prince Albert Raiders. The Edmonton Oilers took him 106th overall in 1984, but in an era when 160-pound defensemen never stood a chance, Viveiros never stood a chance. He got traded to Minnesota before playing a game with Edmonton, spent 3s trying to the North Stars lineup, winning an AHL Calder Cup in the process, before finally deciding to go to Europe for 1 year. That was in 1989, 1 year somehow turned into 17. At age 40, he was still running breakouts with the best of them in Austria. "It's really special over there," he said. "It's where our kids grew up and learned to play hockey. My experience over in Europe was very helpful coming over here to North America." He finally decided that 2006-07 would be his farewell. "It was my 7th year there, Klagenfurt AC, and that was enough. We were going to come home. We said let's go for 1 year and it ended up being 25. When a back injury forced him to retire mid-season, another temporary gig popped up. Our coach was released right before the end of and they asked me if I would take over as the interim coach for the last 10 games. Being as naive as I was, I said sure, let's do this, and it happened again. 10 games turned into 8 years. They asked him to stay on as coach for the following, and within 2 years, he won a national championship. 2 years after that, another trip to the final. He was named sports director of the club and they won another title in 2013. That landed him a job as coach of the Austrian national team, which he took to the Olympics in 2014. After 2 more years in Germany, where he took another team to the final, he decided to come home. For real this time. Manny Viveiros, head coach of Austria, gives instructions during the IIHF World Championship Group H match between Austria and Germany at Hartwall Arena on May 8, 2013 in Helsinki, Finland. Martin Rose Bongartz, Getty Images. "We said let's go for 1 year and it ended up being 25. He said. And now, 2 years into his job in Swift Current, Todd McClelland's old team, HES, considered one of the best up-and-coming coaches in the game. I was very fortunate that Swift Current took a chance on me. It's a blessing that they gave me an opportunity to get back in North America. I'm really happy how things turned out." The common theme on all his winning teams, he says, has never changed. "The style I like to play is fast hockey," he said. "It doesn't necessarily mean you have to skate fast, but you have to play fast, then everything else follows. I like to play a very up-tempo kind of game where we're attacking more than we're defending. That's not to say we take defending lightly. We want to defend aggressively and get the puck back as quickly as possible. If you do that, then you're automatically on offense. That's where I always thought the game was going to go. It's exciting and it's been proven nowadays that that's how you have to play." Belarus Andrei Mikhaev, right, crashes into the boards after being fouled by Emanuel Viveiros of Austria during the IIHF World Championship in Vienna on May 2, 2005. Joe Klamar, AFP, Getty Images. "Viveiros is too focused on the present to even think about the future right now, but if he keeps winning like this, it might come knocking on his door sometime soon. Everybody is trying to go to the next level," he said. "If that opportunity ever arises, I would certainly have to look at that, but it would have to be a really good situation because I really enjoy Swift Current. It is a special place. It's the smallest market in the whole CHL, and the community absolutely loves that team. The support is overwhelming. But if the opportunity ever did arise, I would certainly look at it, no question. You're always trying to get to the highest level and push yourself to be the best. Email Tychkovsky@postmedia.com and Twitter @Rob Tychkovsky.